into the commentary box and has been chatting away with Wayne Mardle and I for the best part of 2 or 3 minutes. As you can see, totally relaxed, totally enjoying his darts, totally at peace with himself at the moment. But right up until the moment that Taylor got on the end of the walk-in, he was in here talking to us. The crowd loving it, the crowd really getting involved in the Grand Slam. But I tell you, Wayne, just goes to show how relaxed Taylor is. They're singing his name, and he's loving it.
Obviously, Phil Taylor must be happy with his career so far. It's worked out quite well for him. He's pretty decent at this game. But I've never, ever in my life seen him so relaxed. There's being relaxed and there's being just laid back as if you don't care. Well, obviously he cares. But it seems, Stu, that he can just turn on the form. He can turn on the concentration, and this is maybe what makes him so special.
I mean, you saw it. I mean, he was in here chatting with us, and the security guard had to come in and find him to drag him out to go and play his game. You know, and he will be a big favourite. Is a big favourite to win this Grand Slam for a 5th occasion.
Well, he has. Co's Stompe in his way. Now, Co's record against Phil Taylor is not great. They've played 10 times and Co has won the solitary game, but he can beat Phil, and he beat him in the final of the German Darts Championship. Okay, it was back in 2008, but on current form, you would say that Co Stompe doesn't have a chance. But this is best of 9 legs. Co can turn it on for 9 legs, that's for sure. And in that final when he beat him, he averaged 108. Now, if he does that up here today, he's going to have a chance, a massive chance. Got to get off to a flying start. Has the Flying Dutchman.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, Stompe at the Dutch Masters was 2-0 down and went 3-2 up against Taylor, played brilliantly, took out a 170 finish before Taylor put his foot on the pedal and secured the win. But Taylor at the moment is just looking supremely confident. It was interesting to hear him talking during his interview about the fact that he has, in the past couple of years, has peaked too soon, and he's desperately trying to get everything perfect for the World Championship. 14th of December, live on Sky Sports, the start of the World Championship. Can Phil Taylor win it for a 16th time?
Well, Co Stompe will be there. And at the moment, all Co's worried about is this match. And that's all Phil Taylor's worried about as well. Perfect live for Phil Taylor. Good steady start from Phil. Well, steady for him. It's tons. It's brilliant for anyone else.
I could do with them. But by Taylor's high standards, just a mere World Match Play in Premier League.
And the Championship League of Darts.
Yeah, Championship League of Darts. He was fantastic a couple of weeks ago in winning that. Beat Simon Whitlock 6-4 in the final. Was unbeatable on the day.
And 9 tour events. This is an out of sorts Phil Taylor's year. Absolutely incredible. For first blood. That leaves the red bit at the top of the board. And he gets it. Co Stompe had the darts. He hit the bullseye in the practice room, which gave him the right to throw first in that first leg. Didn't pan out too well for him, did it?
I don't think it really matters at the moment. As far as Taylor's concerned, he will be the man to beat. I know you've been tipping Van Gerwen and Whitlock, and there's also a fancy for Gary Anderson and Adrian Lewis to come back into some form at this Grand Slam, but all the bookies still favouring Philip Taylor.
It's quite interesting listening to Coe talk about his form throughout the year on the tour. He had 3 or 4 months away from the tour events. These events, they're nothing like what you see on your screen. They're kind of behind closed doors. There's not much atmosphere, and they're brutal. You'll be playing 6 games a day, one on the Saturday, and then another tournament exactly the same on the Sunday. And they can get you down when you're not playing particularly well. Well, Coe has had the break, but at the moment it doesn't seem to be doing a lot for him.
Yeah, Stompe down at number 38 in the world. He's been slipping and sliding down those world rankings. Will actually qualify for the World Championship through the European Order of Merit. The Dutchman this year, but he will be there. And I guess that's all that matters. There'll be quite a few established big name players who won't.
Did have the darts this leg, so rightfully so he should be shooting first at a double. But being over 300 points in front at one point is not good. Double 16 for 2-zip. Surely.
Great camera shot and a great dart by Phil Taylor. Perfect example there of how he used the marker.
Well, Coe berating himself. You see Ted Hankey earlier do the same, trying to wind himself up, winding the crowd up.
You said that he averaged 108 in beating Taylor in that fantastic German darts championship 3 years or so ago. Averaging 77 against Taylor won't win you very much.
To win a leg sooner rather than later, obviously. Perfect line for Phil Taylor. 140 beckons, you feel. 140. The thing about playing, Phil, which I've done on 29 occasions and been successful 3, so I can talk through experience. What a great record that is. The thing what Phil does is that leg on leg, throw on throw, very, very rarely does he put 2 shoddy scores together. He may hit a 59, but that will be followed with a 140 or a 137. It's never a 60 and a 59 or a 45. He puts pressure on you constantly. This is why he wins so often.
Group A, along with Scott Waits, the winner here 2 years ago, and Mark Webster. But Waits was a loser earlier tonight. Mark Webster winning crucially 5-3 earlier on. Frustration for Taylor and a chance for Stompe.
The first 20 was a good lie, even though it wasn't in. I expected Phil to hit a treble. It could all be academic. That will settle Coe Stompe down. Good double top there. Bearing in mind, Coe has had a pretty rough year on the dartboard. That was a good dart. Took some guts, that. Got to get into this leg quickly. Couple of 140s.
I mean, you know what it's like to struggle, don't you? I mean, we saw the perfect example with Ted Hankey a bit earlier, who's had a nightmare in his first year at the PDC. All to do with confidence, not being able to buy a double. And I think once you get into that mindset, it's very, very difficult, I guess, to snap out of it.
You can be in doubles, trebles, everything. Then the minute it goes wrong slightly, you beat yourself up and you lose every bit of atmosphere, well, every bit of zest you have in your game. But the atmosphere here is just fantastic. It's brilliant.
Well, look at that. Full house on the opening night of the Grand Slam. Most of them cheering for this man. His win at the Grand Slam 12 months ago was one of the impressive performances, single performances of the whole of last year. 16-4, he beat Gary Anderson. Anderson, in truth, didn't do too much wrong, but Taylor was just epic Taylor, wasn't he?
Well, it was actually Phil Taylor's highest ever tournament average, just over 105, which is tournament average, not just match average. That is over the group phase, that is over the knockout stages as well. That's incredible. Coe behind in this leg.
60, do we require 68?
Phil Taylor looking to go 3-1 up, treble 20. Now 16 or an 8, double 16 for 3-1.
Never in doubt, never in doubt. Still averaging over 100. When you beat Taylor at the Ali Pali at the World Championship quarter-final, that was one of the epic games in World Championship history. What was your average to beat him?
95, 96, nothing more than that. At the time it was a match, it was the match play. The thing with this format, it's shorter. With long formats you can go through peaks and troughs. You go through a trough in this format, you will lose the match, no doubt about it. This is completely different. But the good thing about the Grand Slam of darts is you can lose a match and still be in it.
Brilliant, brilliant switch from Taylor. Well, you get a great view wherever you're looking. You're getting a great view and some great entertainment. We've just seen Michael van Gerwen average 103.5 in disposing of Steve Beaton. And I think in a lot of ways, Phil Taylor would have looked at that, typical Taylor, and thought, well, I'll beat that average. And so far, it's just about the same, 103 and a bit for Taylor.
Well, we see the release of Coe with that treble 1. Not good at all.
123.
And the next two were brilliant. Needs more treble 20s to set up the doubles. Now.
95.
Well set up by Phil.
You feel Stompe's got to get this, don't you? He's got a chance. He was going for 2 tops and yeah, all's fair. That's exactly what he was hoping to do when he stepped up to the hockey. But Taylor now just needs 1. Well, not one of those. He needs 1 double 15 now. Thank you. 4-1.
4-1 to Phil Taylor. This is going to take a mammoth effort now from Coe. And we alluded to it earlier about the legs difference. Every leg is important. Even if you're 4-1 down and you pull a couple back and lose, it's a few more legs. At the end of the day, it may see you through to the group, to the knockout phase and out of the group phase.
Well, still to come, Simon Whitlock, who is highly fancied to do well at this Grand Slam. And then the return to competitive action of James Wade to round off the opening night here at the Wolves Civic.
No 180s as yet. Phil Taylor. Is it 12 tons? Scoring's been good. Finishing's been good. Coe, you just feel is hanging in on every single leg. Just can't put 3 or 4 good scores in a leg together. Well, 2 or 3. If he has 4, he'll be bust.
125.
When you're returning to big match action in a big TV event and your confidence is a little brittle, you don't want to be playing Philip Taylor first.
Well, you'd rather not. There's a poor dart from Phil. Got a switch, looking for a 57 to leave 104, which he does. Now Coe has got to hit 2 trebles. Perfect start. Need another one, Coe.
81.
There's no confidence in the throw, is there? It's more of a lunge. Try to put it in.
Well, Phil Taylor wants to send out a message on this opening night that he wants to win the Grand Slam of darts yet again.
88.
Will he get a dart? No, treble 15 for Stompe. So Taylor will be back to wrap up a comfortable opening win.
Double eights. There's thousands of times, and there's another occasion. It's got to be said, it was quite a simple, easy win for Phil Taylor. Stompe not really at the races, but Taylor's defence is on the move. Looks like getting out of the group already. Dominating. Phil Taylor wins his first game.